Hi, good evening. I do apologise yet again for no afternoon showing. No more excuses. I deserve to be told off. If you want to do that, leave it in the comment section below. Yes, so is it good morning? Or is it good afternoon from London, England? Because I know it's good evening from London, England to wherever you're watching around the world. Whether you're in Costa Rica, whether you're in Puerto Rico, whether you're in Botswana, whether you're in Malawi, you could be in Denmark, you could be in Finland, you could be in Morocco, you could be in Malaysia, you could be in Mauritius, you could be in Bolivia, you could be in Uruguay, you could be in Italy, or are you in Holland? Are you in Spain? Are you in Mexico? Are you in I don't know. Are you in South Africa? It don't matter where you're from. Your race, gender, etc., etc. You're more than welcome to come onto my channel, leave a positive message in my comment section below. Smash the thumbs up, like button, and yeah, share as well. And subscribe to DLG Reppin, wherever you are around the world. Oh, and shout out to Saudi Arabia. I haven't shouted you out for a long time. So, this is my player ratings of last night's shambolic performance, which finished Arsenal 0, Olympiakos 1. It didn't matter on the night because Olympiakos needed 3 goals. And I'm not happy that we lost the game, but I'm happy that we're through. And today's draw, we've been drawn against Slavia Prague at home. So I need a nice positive result there. But we'll focus on what happened last night. And that was our game against Olympiakos. First half, we were just dreadful. Absolute dreadful. Defensively, we didn't have much. Defensively, the goal itself, David Luiz, he's got to show the guy, El Arabi, he's got to show him down the line, push him down the line. He's shown him inside, and hence the reason why he had the shot past Leno, and it was deflected off Gabriel Magalhaes. Magalhaes can only do what a defender does best, and that's trying to get the blocking. But nevertheless, it was a 1-0 defeat. And let's be real, we were so poor, so abject, flat-footed, slow in the first half. In the first half, we were just too slow to move the ball. It was boring, and there was no direction. Mohamed El-Neni in the midfield, I don't see what he brings as a starter, apart from the predicted sidewards and backward passing. There's only, how many passes he had? He had 2, he had 1. If you're lucky, you might get, in the first half, you might have seen El-Neni pass the ball forward more than 2 times. What do you think, Arsenal fans? Because I just don't see him as a starter, not alongside Partey. If we want a midfield partner alongside Partey, he's got to have a lot more quality. And Yves Bissouma is the upgrade on him. I'm talking about El-Neni, and then Ceballos and Xhaka. Let's be real. Yeah, I don't know how Xhaka gets in because he's not better than Yves Bissouma. That's just no guy I want in my midfield. But I look at the first half, we were just so poor. And I mean, we were just so poor. And it was slow. Aubameyang in front of goal, woeful. The opportunity he had in the first half alone, he should be getting that on target. Again, with him, he missed a hat trick of chances. You know, he could, on another night he would have had a hat trick. We were never was on top of that game. Nowhere near. Oh, the second half was no better as well. It was overall a poor game for us. Abject performance, below average. We were slow, and you can see the mentality is still there. There's signs of that mentality thing in some of the players' body language. It was like they couldn't be bothered. They couldn't be bothered because they got a 3-1 lead. Well, it don't work out that way, because if Olympiakos really pushed on after scoring early in the second half, we may not even be talking about Slavia Prague at home. Because the performance alone was unacceptable, and Nicola Pepe's come out and said there's lessons to be learned. Fucking lessons to be learned. They were meant to have been learned at the beginning of this season, when we lost our first league game in all competition. We lost our first game in all competitions. They were meant to be lessons learned. Or if you lose the second game, you were meant to learn lessons from there. Nothing's been learned. 8 goals conceded from individual errors. It's pathetic. Absolute pathetic. Anyway, let's get into the player ratings, because I can go on for dear life. Right, in goal, Bird Leno. Could not do nothing about the deflected goal. Obviously, he was wrong-footed. David Luiz should have shown El Arabi down the line, but we'll get onto David Luiz in a bit. Just have to give him... I'll have to give him a 6. Now, the right-back Bellerin. Yeah, just so poor again. Another inconsistent display by this guy. How many times will he continue to get away with it? Oh, I know. As many times as possible, because he is getting sentiment of Nicola Pepe. Or he's got something against Nicola Pepe, that he's holding something. He's holding something against Arteta. Seriously, it's just not good enough. You know, but then again, we've got to deal with what we got. We've had 2 transfer windows to strengthen up certain areas of the team, and right back is one of them. And for me, Bellerin, he makes that position look so poor. And Nicola Pepe is so frustrated when he plays in front of Bellerin, where Pepe will only perform if he hasn't got Bellerin behind him. Now, that's one of the reasons why we possibly can't get the best out of Nicola Pepe. But hey, with Bellerin's performance offensively, as well as collectively, 5. Right, David Luiz. He did okay. I didn't think he had a bad... You know what? He wasn't too bad. It was just the moment where he allowed El Arabi to have that strike that hit Gabriel as a deflection, and wrong-footed Bird Leno. For me, I didn't see any mistakes from him. He was quite comfortable and very he looked very comfortable and relaxed. And for me, he's gonna have a 6. Because it was ultimately, but then the goal was not down to David Luiz. You know, it was a build-up. There was a number of faults in the goal, but the goal was not mainly down to David Luiz. I'm going to get onto the individual when I get an opportunity. But for me, David Luiz 6. Gabriel Miguelis, composing the ball. 1 or 2 false passes like David Luiz, but always solid. You know, he had El Arabi in the first half. You know, had him right in his pocket. He pocketed him in the first half. For me, he's been a fantastic signing. The very best centre back at our club, without a shadow of a doubt. Maybe William Saliba might have something to say next season, but we'll wait. But for me, I'm going to give him a 6.5. Kieran Tierney. Now, for me, well, he's becoming one of the best. He's becoming one of the best or most exciting left backs in Europe right now. He's crossing his second to none. Defensively, as solid as they come. I thought he did all right. I'm going to give him a 7. Right, midfield. Thomas Partey. Yeah, for me, he was all right. He was not too bad. Not too bad at all. He tried to drive. He tried to drive us. He tried to drive us into the game and get us dominating. He was the driving force in that midfield. And for me, showed some silky touches on the ball, silky passing, and physically. Excuse me. Physically strong in the tackle, as he always is. Very competitive. That's why I call him our midfield bully destroyer. He's been a sign that we've been waiting for such a long time. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Granit Xhaka. He looked after the ball quite well. Played a forward pass when necessary, and they were good forward passing. Again, overall, he was not bad. 6 for him. The midfield, Nicola Pepe, for me, although he didn't have his right back to support him, we all know who I was talking about earlier on, didn't do enough to influence the game. And we could have done with his pace and going at defenders. Although he had one moment where he just nicked the ball to the goalkeeper, and all he had to do is just square it to Aubameyang without there's no way the defender should have a nick of that ball. All he has to do is square it to Aubameyang, and Aubameyang has an empty tapping. But believe me, I don't trust Aubameyang in front of an open goal right now. Because, well, anyway, I'll get onto him in a bit. But I don't the striker who is meant to set up Pepe, I don't trust him in front of an open goal right now. But 6. Dani Ceballos. Oh dear, oh dear. Not one of his better games. And for me, he looked out of his depth, and he didn't look like he had control of the game. And he played in a number 10 role, very important position. And there's no way he's a number 10. He's a deep line midfield player. I don't understand why he was playing as a 10 and struggled, and rightfully so got taken off. I'm going to give him a 4. And he was at fault for the goal. The goal that Arabi got, it was down to him losing the ball in midfield yet again. How ironic. He's the reason why Olympiakos scored twice in this leg, but it didn't matter because we won the game 3-2 on aggregate. Or should I say we won the tie 3-2 on aggregate. But for me, a 4 for Dani Ceballos. On the other side, oh my God, how can I forget who played on the other side? I shouldn't even look at it. Oh, do excuse me. Yeah, Emil Smith-Rowe. Yeah, he wasn't. I guess he was not too bad as well. I mean, in places he was not too bad, but he looked a bit lost. Didn't think he affected the game as such. I could see that he was trying to run in. He was trying to run at the Olympiakos players and start up an attack and drive us through to get the job done over the line from an offensive point of view. But yeah, just one of those nights. 5.5 for him. Aubameyang, 1. So appalling in front of goal. His finishing was woeful. He was put through One-on-one with the goalkeeper, he had the speed to get to that position, to get into that situation. In the second half, the worst miss of the three was the second opportunity he had. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, he's gone for the left-footed chip, and he's got it horribly wrong. How has he not got the chip on target? I will not know. Maybe, just maybe, with a bit of composure, he's better off going around the goalkeeper and slotting it into an empty net. For me, he has to have a 1. He's our club captain, and there was no leadership coming from him. Off the ball, he did not work as hard as his teammates, such as Elmio Smith-Rowe or even Pepe put in a shift off the ball, and that's good to see. Aubameyang didn't do enough of that for me, and that was just a poor display from his part. A 1. Right, the substitutions. Oh gosh, why do I do it? Hold on. Get my notes out. I've now written it down. Who came on? Chambers came on at centre half, I think. Don't think he had. Well, I don't think he had that much to do. From an attack, from a defensive point of view, so I'm going to mark him. I'm not going to mark him. Thomas Partey came on with Odegaard. Oh, sorry. I was meant to talk about Xhaka. Sorry, Xhaka and any start. Oh, sorry. Partey came on as a sub. Xhaka. I think I've given him his mark. El-Neni. Yeah, El-Neni, I've given him his mark. Thomas Partey, I've given him his mark. So, Odegaard. I think he was our best performer. I think he was always looking to make something happen. You know, he was the link between our best offensive play and our best style of play as well. And for me, he always looks like he was going to unlock their defence with a moment of brilliance. So I'll give Odegaard a 7. Martinelli came on, and let me tell you this: he did more in 8 minutes than what Aubameyang did in 90 minutes. And I'm going to give him a 6 for his effort. Lacazette, I don't think I remember him coming on as such, but I think the job was already done. So we're through, and that's the bottom line. Right, Nicola Pepe, a lack of they looked like they lacked motivation, they lacked a hunger, and again, what you associate with this modern day Arsenal team, cojones. They lacked it in abundance for me. There was no leadership, no one to take responsibility. No one to G up the players around them. And you also feel that they were so lazy and lackluster. And for me, Arteta has to take criticism where it's duly deserved. He gets a 4. Not good enough. The ref, I'll give him a 5. There weren't a bad tackle. The only one that you could see, there were a couple of bad tackles that he ironed out, and rightfully so, by booking a couple of Olympiakos players. Xhaka was booked for a stupid challenge, which he didn't need to make, and he was rightfully booked. So on the referee's part, I don't think there was much talking point, and he wasn't the forefront of the game. I'm giving him a 5. That concludes my player ratings as well as the management and the referee. And I'm going to end it from here and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my channel. And always, thank you so much for putting up with me. Smash the thumbs up like button for me. And let's avoid the thumbs down if we can. Smash the share button for me. Spread the love and the word to your friends and your relatives. Comment section, flood it for me with your amazing messages, your opinions, and your wonderful views. And subscribe to DLG Reppin, please. That's myself and I only. And there it is. Delhi London Guna. Otherwise, Reppin, spelled Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. And there's the subscribe button at the bottom, yeah? Otherwise, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have had a nice day. It's been an alright day in London in terms of the weather. Can't complain about weather. We did have more sunshine than the rain. Bit cold, but no, that's just a little bit of cold. Otherwise, I wish you all the best for the weekend. Enjoy your weekend wherever you are around the world. Whether you're waking up in the morning or you're in work or you're up and about in the afternoon in some parts of the world. We're approaching the business end of the day in London, England. So it is what it is. Other than that, like I said, enjoy the weekend. Be good. Try and stay safe as you can. And always remember to be nice.